think about this. Give me a second. I think I'm going to go with... Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got one! Finally, I got one!
If you just like be out there and grow up and...
The dad extracted him because he was like, I don't want him to become a meme.
Watch that very first episode you listen in, and he is complaining the whole time about...
And he has everything he needed.
And he had...
I got it wrong.
It was Special Forces.
Yeah.
And you were like pointing out, you're like, well, the closet's open.
We're live right now. I'm like, dang, I got 2 in a row wrong again. No one's ever there. Dang it. All right.
In that little church that I was like, this is not even spiritual. This is murderous stuff.
Welcome to the pilot seat. Welcome to Take a Guess Round 3. Now, the purpose of this game is to ask each other questions. We write down each questions to ask each other, and we try to guess to see if we get them right. And I suggest you at home try this because it's very fun, and you get to learn a lot about each other. It's not as easy as you think. So, welcome to Take a Guess Round 3. All right, so I'm going to go first this time.
Okay.
I'm going to go first this time, okay?
Go for it.
So this time we decided to stick with 2 topics, two categories, and a third category, however we wanted to arrange them or whatever, is a bonus question. Okay? So our categories are the paranormal, reality competition TV shows, or favorite foods. All right? And we can arrange them however we want. All right, so my first question is this. What is your favorite reality competition show? Is it either Extracted, Special Forces, World's Greatest Test, or Hell's Kitchen?
Ooh, and those are my only choices?
Yep. Of those 3, yeah.
I'm going to go with Special Forces.
I got it wrong.
I'm going to go with Special Forces. I love Special Forces.
That was a pretty cool show, right?
Yeah, it's great. I love seeing these people do these challenges and challenging themselves. There were prior like NFL players, prior actors, musicians or whatever, and coming to try to do something different because they got out of the scene and now their life is different and they're just kind of like living a regular normal life, but they're doing this show. I love Special Forces. I enjoy watching it. I just enjoy it. It's so awesome. You gotta check it out.
I put Extracted just because it was new. And
I do love that show, though. It's a great show. Trust me, it's a great show.
I got it wrong.
Okay, great question. I love that. Okay. So, do you think Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters or ghost-related shows such as that as reality shows are real or debunked? What is your view on that?
I think some of them, I'm going to say some of them are a little over dramatic because I have been on a few real ones. Like that one time we went on one and I was calling them out like, dude, what are you doing? That's just the air vent, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them, like, okay, I believe that some things can be real, but in all actuality, I think most of them are now just done out of just for entertainment.
Yeah.
That's it. I think someone's overreaction or whatever. What was your answer?
My answer to that was yes. I think sometimes they're real, but they can be debunked at times.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Someone can, Ding, ding, ding. You got that one right.
Yeah, and actually we told it one time around the investigation and everything going like, oh, shut up, be quiet. I was like, because I said...
Yeah, exactly.
Because I said that I didn't think it was real. I wasn't feeling it. And that's exactly what I was told.
They're like, hey, we're live right now. I'm like, what?
We're live on Facebook.
What are you talking about?
And you were talking about the vent because there was a balloon in a room. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to
go ahead.
There was a balloon in a room and you could tell the vent was blowing the balloon and they were trying to say that it was like a ghost moving the balloon.
Yeah.
And you were like pointing out, you're like, well, the closet's open. The vent is the air vent, AC's on. And it was like, they were like, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
We're live.
Yeah,
I'm like,
then
I don't care.
We went into a room where there was like dolls and stuff. And I was like, this just doesn't seem real. It looks set up. And I was told to be quiet and shut up. Like literally those words, shut up. And I was like, whatever. Cool.
Yeah. Like,
whatever. It's cool. Like, nothing against you, but hey, it is what it is.
If you're just
man.
doing this for the entertainment value, that's kind of like, I don't like that.
Let me say what I'm going to say, because at the same time, let the person say what they're going to say. If you're going to do a real reality show, just like we're doing this real, if you want to come on here and you're going to say something, hey, we're not going to tell you to be quiet and shut up, because you're going to speak your mind and you have the right to do that. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
So you got that one right. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Right answer.
Thank
I got
you.
the first
So
one wrong.
Now it's your turn.
I keep shooting myself in the foot by asking these kind of questions. Dang it. All right. So, when we were doing the paranormal, right?
Yeah.
We were all doing investigations and we were all into that. Where was the freakiest place we investigated?
Ooh,
This ain't a multiple question either.
it's not, and I know that. Together or, yeah, right?
Yeah. Where was the freakiest place we investigated?
Let me think about this. Give me a second. I think I'm going to go with. Yeah. No, I'm going to say, I'm going to go with, and I don't remember the name of this place, but it was that church. Like that really small little community church. You don't think so? Like, I'm sorry. I thought it like.
No, I see it. No,
Like-
you're right. I'm just like, dang, I got 2 in a row wrong again. I got it wrong. You know, I put Devil's Bridge.
I mean, it was in a way. Okay. It was
No,
in a
you're right.
way,
No, you're right.
but
You're right. I forgot
there was
about the
something
church.
about the first time with that
I-
little graveyard in that little church that I was like, this is not even spiritual. This is murderous stuff, right?
Like it's
here.
creepy, right? Like
Like
there's
it is murderous stuff. Like the church was locked up, but yet the gate was open, and then that little graveyard in there.
yeah.
And then there were people there were
was creepy.
old graveyards, like in.
Like you go to this church, it's old. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's upkept, but it seems like
Yes.
no one's ever there.
Right, but yeah, there were new, like, and after we had visited the first time, when you go again the second time, there was new, like, tombstones there. There were,
Right, and different, and like,
I
I
was
was
like,
like, well, this is 2016, but that wasn't there last time. Like,
yeah, and there were
what?
new ones, and then they looked like there was one was fresh, and I was like, this is weird. Like, to me, it didn't even look, it looked like cult-like.
Yeah,
And then we saw that little place. Remember the time we went in Halloween? All of us went together.
yep.
Decided to do a little film thing, like investigation thing on Halloween, and there was this like little house thing in the back. That was creepy. It looked like it was like a school for kids,
It was all empty. We just were able to
and it
go
was
in there.
empty and had like little
what?
desks and chairs, and that was like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that was a little weird. That was a little creepy.
So that church on Rock Road. It was on what was it?
Yes.
Oh, 1111. That was the entrance part.
1111
The address
Rock
is
Road.
1111 Rock
Yeah,
Road.
but if you bring up information, there's nothing that tells you about that church. Remember, we tried to bring
there's
it, and nothing,
nothing.
and people have done it before, where they
Yeah.
try to Google it. We all did, and there was nothing that was coming up.
Yeah.
So that was a little strange. But what did you put?
Devil's Bridge.
Yeah, Devil's Bridge was a little strange, but at the same time, it was
Because
like,
we heard all those, remember the clanging, that little dark
Yeah.
animal we saw walking through the woods.
Yeah.
And Joe Fun.
And Joe Fun, the time we went with Joe Fun, that was a little weird.
He's like, oh, the devil's here. Oh, yeah, he's here
Yes.
right now.
That
We're
was
like,
great.
what?
That-
What are you
we
talking
don't even say it, 'cause
And
right now-
we captured that little thing shooting through the sky.
Yeah, and we don't even talk about that, because if we do that, the camera might go off or something.
So I got that one wrong.
Okay.
All right, so
Now it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. So, what is one of your favorite reality competition shows?
ooh, okay.
Or some of them? You can even put some of them.
I'll name a few.
Okay. Okay.
One of my favorite competition reality shows.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't watched it in a while. I like Beat Bobby Flay.
I love that show.
Beat Bobby Flay is awesome.
I love Bobby Flay. I think
Like,
it's great.
And then I also like
Yeah.
Triple Threat, right? Triple Threat, it's where like, okay, he's got these 3 chefs, right? And then some up and coming chef needs to beat them 3. And if they beat them 3, they become part of a club and they win or whatever. But I don't know, there's so many competition. I love competition reality shows.
Do you have any others?
Yes, there's Tournament Champions. I love Tournament Champions because it's like chefs from all over the world and blah blah. And I'm going on food a lot, right? But it's good. But another one of my favorite competition reality shows. There's a few. It has to deal with like survival, right? So you got Alone I love Alone because they go out and film their own thing while they got to find their own food and build their own shelters.
Yeah.
You know, and then Extracted is awesome. It's amazing,
Yeah.
right?
That's a good
I love
show.
Extracted.
Yeah.
You know, Special Forces Greatest Test. I love that too.
That's one of my favorite.
You know, I thought it was going to be cheesy because it's prior military. I was like, oh, this is going to be cheesy. But, you know, it's cool to see, like, people who want to, like, get out of their own and learn something and put themselves through something.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, I would say those are some of my favorite competition reality shows. What'd you put? Did you put any of those down?
I do have Bobby Flay on there. I do have Extraction,
Ding, ding,
and I have Alone.
ding. She got, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 0 for 2 right now. And you're 2 for 2. See, all y'all at home, you need to try this because it's not as easy as you think. Trust
Yeah.
me, it's not.
Right, but it's also a lot of fun, and it gets you to
So
like
much
be able
fun.
to talk and interact.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's like inventing your own little board game, kind of,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right, so my third question is this. In Extracted, who disappointed you the most?
I don't even know the person's name. That's the thing. But it
That's
was
okay.
I was on the very first episode. There was a young guy where he had the mom and dad, and the dad was like the kid was like pretty bratty and spoiled and looked like he was like handed everything his whole life because the dad was actually an ex NFL player and he grew up with NFL and I guess all the money. But the mom was very strict, and I give her that. I had a lot of respect for her. She was like, I want him to just like be out there and grow up and
It's crazy
don't
that
extract
dad
him.
folded, right?
And I mean, honestly, I thought the mom was gonna fold, and I think we all think that because his moms were like, okay, I'm gonna fold, and the dad was like, I'm gonna fold. The mom's like, I'm not extracting him. I love that show. That I don't know his name.
But it's okay because you know I put the spoiled because you said spoiled.
Spoiled
I was like
kid.
the spoiled kid. That's my first 3
Yes.
words. The spoiled kid who left first.
Yes. On the very
I
first
got one.
episode.
Finally, I
and
got
if
one.
you watch Extraction and watch it, by the way, check it out. Because if you watch that very first episode, you'll see him. And he is complaining the whole time about
And he has everything he needed.
And he had everything. He had the fire. He had the food. He had he had everything handed to him. And he was still complaining that he didn't have enough. It wasn't enough. Because
the dad extracted him because he was
Yeah.
like, I don't want him to become a meme. Well, that's part of
Yeah.
life, man. Like
That's
you put
just
yourself
life,
out there, you're
man.
going to be a meme whether you want it to or
True,
not.
true.
Like we're probably going to be a meme. Who cares? You know what I mean?
You want to do? Go for it. I love to be a meme.
Like
do whatever
okay,
you want
cool.
with it. I'm great.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got that one right because I did say the
Yeah.
spoiled kid who left first.
Yeah.
All right.
That was so awesome. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So, do you believe paranormal can lead you or anyone into a wrong path of life?
Yes. Yes, because the paranormal can be exciting. It can be enticing. It can be addictive.
Yeah.
It can be fun. Adrenaline rush. And then you're all probably thinking like, well, what's so bad about that? Well, let me tell you what it is. You know, you like just like music or movies or whatever, right? Like I believe in God, and God wants you to build a relationship with Him, not seeking what's not Him. And when you go into the paranormal and you're like seeking demons, spirits, and all that stuff, then basically what you're doing is you're like really seeking the devil in reality. So yeah, it can lead you down to a different path in life. You know what I mean? And ever since, you know, we stopped going to the paranormal, haven't watched no horror movies, shoot, even Supernatural, a show that I loved at one point, I don't watch it anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of like you start realizing like, man, but the world glorifies it. So everyone thinks it's normal and what's so wrong with that or whatever. Just pay attention. It can lead you down a certain way. You know
A
what I
certain
mean?
path that you don't want to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got that right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
There you go.
Got it right.
Yo, I don't think you got anything wrong yet, have you?
I don't know.
I've got one question right. All right, so here's my other question for you. In Hell's Kitchen, what is your favorite part? The finale? When a team wins a challenge? Or when he chews someone out?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, those are all the good parts of it.
I'm going to say this. Yeah, it's when he chooses someone else.
Yes!
It is so fun to watch when Gordon Ramsay is just like yelling, and you don't know if it's edited that way or not, or
Right.
is he really doing that?
Right.
You don't know, like maybe he could have yelled in there, edit it, okay, we'll take it again, okay, edit it again. I don't know.
Right.
But that is like, it's so interesting and fun to watch. We have to, like,
Yes,
yeah.
I got it.
I actually kind of feel for them, though. I feel bad for them, but like, it's
That's what they signed up for. You know what I mean?
true.
And they got to be a little tougher than that. You know, like,
Yeah.
anybody who's played sports or anything like that, you've been chewed out. If you've been in the military, you've been chewed out.
Yeah.
So
And anything
I don't
you
feel
do,
sorry
you've
for
been
any
chewed
of
out.
them. Like, come on,
Like-
I had my ass chewed out many times.
Right, and anything you do, you are. But I think that's the fun part of it. It's like,
Yeah.
like wow. I mean, I want to see this right now. How far is he going to go with it, and
Right.
how far are they going to let him go with it and still keep going on? And it's kind of like a lot of respect for them because they keep going. So
Right.
yeah, that's my favorite part of it. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So I
love
got that
show.
one right.
I adore that show.
All right.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yep.
So now, let me.
I just asked my fourth question, so you'd be on your fifth.
Okay.
Oh, no. You might be on your fourth because I went first. That's right. You'd be on your fourth probably.
Okay, this is one. Do you really believe that some of the reality competition shows are real, or do you think some of them are just for show or just kind of edited away?
Everybody knows this. A lot of them are freaking edited or just fake. A lot of them are. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I have nothing more to say than that. Than some of them, yeah, no. I mean, come on. You got like even like the reality shows of like what was it, like Big Brother back in the day?
Yes,
It's
I
all
remember that show.
scripted crap, man.
I mean, those shows they would say it, but like I think about the shows that are. I think we all know that, or like there was like back then it was like the Real World and all that. Like
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I get that, but like sometimes I think that like I love the show alone, but then again, it's like.
I know. I think that's real. I really do
Do
think
you
that's
really
real.
think that we're alone there?
Yes, I do because
Like, you really believe that?
Yes.
Because I think, though, if...
Because, no, I want to tell you why. I want to tell you why.
Okay, go
I want
ahead.
to tell you why. Because you asked me the question, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you why. Because, you know, that one time I filmed something here by myself. Mm-hmm. I know it's possible.
But, okay.
And everything that they do, I see, okay, that's possible. Yeah, it's a headache. It's hard, but it's possible.
No, I believe that part's possible. But my issue is with this is that, like, seriously, if you're out there alone like that in a place, there are going to be predators, right?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me there's never been a predator that has approached them, and if there's a bear or something.
But there has been, though.
But wait, if something happens to someone, how are they going to refrain from getting attacked? Like, seriously, come on. And nobody has ever...
No,
But you'll see like a little clips where they're like, oh, there's a bear around my tent. I'm just saying, I love this show, but I kind of question that part of it.
But you got to understand,
Because
though.
you'll see the bears, you'll see the, what's out there?
There's bears, there's
Mountain
coyotes.
coyotes and all this stuff, right?
But remember, these are professionals, though. They do this for a living. They're not amateurs.
Right.
They're not amateurs. That's the difference.
That's true.
And I've gone camping with Nate and his cousin out in the middle,
I
big
know.
thicket.
But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I
like,
can see
okay,
it.
so that was a question. So
Yeah.
you think it's real?
I think alone is not scripted. Oh, and yeah, they have like parts like, okay, we got to do med checks and all that. That's part scripted. But them going through and doing what they're going to do, no, that's all them. I do believe that's all them because I can pay attention to like the camera work and what they're doing, and they're professionals and all that. You know, no, I believe that they. It's just like you got a lot of people out there that film themselves out there doing survival, you know, camping and stuff like that.
But do you
People
not
do it all the
agree,
time.
though, even though they were taking, like, these people don't own camera enough, they just took it, like, learned it, like, in a week or two or whatever,
No,
right?
they went through a month of training.
Okay, so either way, though, right, like, there was still editing done.
Well, there's
Like,
editing.
full editing done. You can tell they're not going to know how to do that. They're just
No,
gonna,
they don't edit it. No.
Yeah, they're just going to take this and they're going to edit. So, like, what I'm saying is the editing, when they're saying, well, there is a bear probably outside, but the person still stays, like, that would be terrifying. That would be like horrific to know
us.
that you're there, right? But it still has to be to them. They're still human.
No,
Whether
they're
you're
human, but you
professional or
gotta
not, they're still
understand that.
human.
But if they spend their whole lives out there surviving and teaching, like it's different than you and I doing it, right? Like I was scared that one time I went camping with Nate and we were in big thicket. I was like, oh, I was paranoid, but they
Okay.
weren't.
I get
I don't know,
it.
I
So
just- I
you
don't-
believe it's real?
I believe alone
Okay.
is real. Yes.
Okay, no problem. So now it's your question now.
All right. Do you think spirits are human or demons?
They're spirits.
Spirits. No, think about it. Do you think spirits, like if you encounter a spirit, are you going to think it's a spirit of a human or is it going to be a demon?
That's a hard one to ask that. Like, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, but I think in a lot of ways, like, I think the spirits would probably, I think they probably would be demons, honestly. Like, I really think they would be demons.
That was a hard one.
Like, it would be demons, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel they are now. I used to think they might be human spirits.
Yeah, and I used
but
to think that too.
there's
but
no such thing as purgatory anymore.
No, I mean, yeah, you are where you are, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's life. But no, yeah, I think they're demons, honestly,
All right.
and I think they're bad spirits. They are
Yeah, or a demon trying to pretend to be.
something that is what you
Yeah.
think it is, or something good,
Yeah.
and then you get enticed by it and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Oh,
they're,
I got
they're
it.
demons. Okay.
So I'm telling you all, you need to try this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now it's my turn. So it's not the bonus question yet, right?
No, we're on 6.
Okay.
Oh, you're on 5.
Okay. I think I'm going to change that one up because you kind of answered the question with the other one that I asked. Oh, would you ever do paranormal investigating again?
The only way I would do it again is to kind of show people why not to do it. Why not to do it? Because yes, it is fun. It's enticing. But you know what? A lot of people think drugs is fun. A lot of people think, I don't
A lot
know.
of stuff, yeah.
Like, would I do it just because I want to do it? No. I would do it kind of be like, like, why are you trying to do all this, things that basically open yourself up to have, like, demonic entities to attach to you or come to your home or whatever,
Right.
And so I would say that's the only reason. So basically, in general, the answer would be yes, but in that sense, it would be like, why are you doing this? That you shouldn't be doing this, basically. And if someone
So
really
you
need
would
protect-
do it again?
Yeah. What'd you put?
I put no. Because I thought no.
Basically, I wouldn't. I'm not going to just say, hey, let's go paranormal investigating tonight. No, I wouldn't. But if someone's like, hey, because think about it. You got people who do exorcisms, right? And they're of faith, and they don't just be like, oh no, that's demonic. No, they go and help those people out. You know what I mean? But I'm not just going to be like, yeah, no. I mean, you're right in a sense. I wouldn't. I'm not going to just do it.
No. Got it.
All right. Okay, this is funny. In Alone, their survival show, what's the hardest part for the contestants? A, finding food. B, building a shelter. Or C, being alone.
That's a hard one because they all seem hard, all of them. But I'm going to say at the end of the day, they always seem to quit and give up when they feel they're alone. That's what I say. They can go longer, it seems, without food and shelter, and they eventually find it because they know how to. But it seems like what really gets them, they can have the food and they can have the shelter, but then when they start feeling like they're alone, they start feeling depressed, they start getting sad, they start crying, and once they get in that state of mind, that makes them want to tap out.
I forgot to circle the answer, but I was going to circle finding food, so I got that wrong. So
Okay.
you did say being alone.
I really think that because then when they do that, that's when they tap out.
It's like when they break down, right?
Yeah, it's like a meltdown, a breakdown is like, okay, I can handle it. And they can have all that. They're like, well, I found food. I got a shelter, even if it's not the best or whatever, but they can sleep in it. Eventually, I think what it typically comes down to is a lot of people don't know how to live with themselves and just be alone without the world and all this, and all this social media and all these computers and all these phones and all this stuff. Then it breaks them because they're so used to it in this world where they don't have that. It's like, whoa. And I think that is the ultimate thing that makes them tap out is when they're alone.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yep. So I got that one wrong.
Oh, what'd you put?
Well, I didn't circle them, but I knew I was going to put finding food, but you did say being alone, and I got it wrong.
Oh,
So, dang.
okay.
Your turn.
So one more question. This is not
No,
bonus.
you're on your sixth question. Remember, I went first.
So, okay, so this is not the bonus question.
Not yet. No.
Ooh. Okay. Do you believe spirits exist?
Yes, of course I do. In a form of, they're demons that present to be spirits, but they roam the earth. And even the Bible says they roam the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
What'd you put?
I put. Hold on. I put yes.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is going to be interesting for you. Do you believe the camera can capture what the human can't visually or auditory?
Yes, I do.
Yes! I got it wrong.
I do. Because I believe the camera is like, it's our eyes. It's our, what we can't see. We can have this on and go to sleep and it's going to see what we don't see. Or we can be here and see something that we don't see or hear something we don't hear. So,
Yeah.
I definitely think that. Definitely.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, bonus question?
Not yet. You got one more question.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Then it's a
I
bonus
am,
question.
like-
Then it's a bonus question.
Okay. I don't even think I wrote them down, so I might have to make one out because, like. Oh, okay. So, what do you like most about the show Alone?
Wow. It's cool that we brought up Alone quite a bit. So maybe the Alone was our favorite competition reality, right?
No, it's just, it was like one of the
Yeah,
first
right.
that I watched in that kind of genre that I
Yeah.
had never seen before like that.
Okay.
And it was honestly like Extraction actually was made. They're the same creators from Alone anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like that came out now later. So that's the reason why I think I refer back to that one.
My favorite part of Alone is the fact that they're just out there in the middle of nature. So if you want to just sit home and relax and you just kind of, feel like you're out there in the wilderness or whatever, you got that. And then you can watch them build their shelters and, struggle to find food. And it's like you really get like the raw human experience of being out in nature. And at the same time, it's just relaxing.
It's true.
What'd you put?
I put, what is one of the most things I like about Alone? They showcase most of their survival modes.
I put that down.
Yeah. And being out there alone it was just like their survival modes, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I actually just put, survival modes.
No, you got that right. You
Survival.
got it right because I did put like when they build their shelters, the raw human experience.
I
and
do
all
love
that.
when they build a shelter.
Yes.
That is fun to watch.
And then,
I love that. Because you're like, that's awesome shelter.
right? All right. Now,
Okay.
how many questions did you get right?
I don't know if I actually kept track.
I only got 4.
Ooh. I got the first one right. 2, 3, 4. Am I gonna know? And 5, because I asked that alone question.
Oh, so this
I
is
got 5.
just the exact same result as round 2.
I know.
Right? So you're up by 1. So now we got the bonus question, which is worth 2 points. So if she gets it wrong, I get it right, I win. If she gets it right, no matter what, she wins. Right?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask this for you. Okay? Well, I don't know why I made this so hard on me, right? I'm going to go and circle it right now. Okay? All right. All right. So what is your favorite to cook? Chili, soup, or tacos?
Favorite? Like real favorite?
Those 3. What is your favorite to cook between chili, soup, and tacos?
I'm going to go with soup.
Gotta be kidding.
I'm going to go with soup.
I was going to put that, but I put chili. Okay, so ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But you can still ask your question now.
Okay.
She won.
What is one of your favorite foods?
One of my favorite foods? Mm-hmm. Chili rellenos.
I got that wrong. I put Chinese food. Because you're always like wanting to eat Chinese food.
I
and
love
I'm like,
Chinese
I don't even
food.
want it right now.
I love Chinese food, but oh my
Yeah.
gosh, chili rellenos? Jeez.
That's right. I did put Mexican though. Does that fall in that category?
It did, but you didn't say a multiple. You didn't say a multiple choice. You just asked the open-ended question.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay.
No,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
But anyways, you won. You won.
Okay.
So now you're up 2-1. Boom. You know what? I'm telling you, you need to try this at home. It's really fun. It's like playing a board game, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
fun.
I don't know. It's like cool, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for staying with us. Thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for future episodes of Take a Guess. This was Take a Guess number 3, round 3. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Anyways, I'm Jeremiah,
I'm Melissa.
and thank you for watching. Take care, and God bless. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching The Pilot Seat. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Melissa.
Stay tuned for future episodes. So in the meantime, take care
Stay safe.
and God bless.